Bonjour and welcome to Languages at A-Level.
Guten Tag. I hope you've watched the clips of our current Year 13 students talking about what it's like and what their experiences are in learning a language at A-Level. But rather than Mrs. Paul and I now telling you how amazing it is to learn language to fluency, I thought it would also be good for you to hear from some of our former students who studied languages with us and gone on some amazing things afterwards. So here's Cole and Susanna.
My name is Cole Merton and I'm an ex-St Edwards sixth form student who left in 2019. I currently work in the Corporate Investment Bank division for JP Chase. Having German A-level on my CV helped me a lot. It set me apart from the competition, which helped me secure my first investment banking apprenticeship. The best part of A-level German for me was the sense of freedom you can't get with any other A-level. There is no set vocab list. The vocab list is the dictionary. This means that watching films or reading articles is actually helping you understand the language more. The subject is like no other in terms of the support as well. The MFL department recognised that German isn't just an A-level, it's a life skill, and they support you in maintaining this.
Hi, my name's Susanna. I studied German at St Edwards and finished in 2017. I now study maths with German at the University of Sheffield, and I'm just starting my year abroad at Stuttgart University. I loved studying German at St Edwards. I really enjoyed the content, looking at politics and history, and found it really rewarding, and was really glad to study some literature as well. It was really useful having one-to-one conversation sessions. I found those great. And learning German at St Edwards has helped me in so many ways. The fact I'm studying in Stuttgart right now. During my gap year, I went and lived in Germany for 4 months, and I would never have had the confidence to do that without having done my German A-level. The staff are so supportive. Miss Lenarduzzi and Miss Navarra were absolutely great. And I just had so much fun doing the A-level. It is hard, but it's so worth it. You walk away with a life skill that will just never leave you. So I really recommend doing German A-level at St Edwards.
Cole and Susanna are just two of our very successful former students. The simple fact is that it's a rare thing to speak a second language in the UK, and that's why people who can have such opportunities later on. But on to lessons. Mrs. Pawley, how would you say that lessons at A-level differ from GCSE?
One of the big differences is the group size. You will be taught in small group sizes of able students in smaller classrooms too. This will enable you to build strong relationship with your teachers, but also gain confidence as the groups are much smaller than what you're used to.
And in many ways, forget everything you think you know about learning a language. At A-level, we speak French and German in the classroom, pretty much exclusively. How is that possible? Well, you have a lesson every day. So fluency develops really, really fast. Lessons every single day, small classes, one of only 3 subjects you learn, of course. And you become fluent very quickly. So the progress is unbelievably fast. Everything's different, to be honest. How do you bring France into the classroom?
Well, we use lots of authentic resources. So we use lots of authentic videos, but also articles from current newspaper. And also you will be reading a novel in French as well as studying a movie in French, but that's not until year 2. What about Deutschland?
Much the same. We watch the news, we watch TV programmes, we follow some YouTube channels, just so we can keep up with what's going on in Germany. But also, of course, really importantly, we actually go to Germany. So the exchange that we run is really different for sixth formers. They have a much more independent experience, and a lot of them form lasting friendships and go back to visit people later. A few years ago, I was on the exchange with the students, and we went to a professional sports event, a handball match at the stadium, and I actually bumped into a former student of ours who had gone on from university to get a job with a local software company in Germany and was actually living over there and spoke obviously far better German than me as a result.
It's the same really with French and the French exchange. We've even had students in the past doing their work experiences in France during the French exchange.
And what do students actually study in A-level French and German?
Well, the topics we do at A-level are much more grown up compared to the ones we do at GCSE. So you'll be looking at issues like politics and immigration and racism, but also some more cultural topics, like you'll be studying French cinema, French culture, the arts. So more interesting when you are 17, 18 years old. So what do students do with A-level languages? What are the main advantages?
I think the first thing to say is if it's your aim to go to university, then languages are amongst a small group of the most highly regarded A-levels. The simple fact is that when you transition from GCSE to A-level, specialising in 3 areas will, in most cases, close some doors to you. And I think languages are perhaps the one exception to that, in that they only will open doors. The world's highly competitive, as you well know, and I guess the question to ask yourself is what's going to make you stand out? In a world that's getting smaller, economies that are increasingly interlinked, perhaps the ability to speak a foreign language fluently is that thing that could make you stand out.
And let's not forget, it's not just about careers, it's also about travelling and being able to communicate with the local population in the target language. That will give you a much better experience of your travels.
Language is about getting a good exam result, obviously, but also it's about that communication thing. And I guess one of the biggest differences with a language at A-level, you're not learning a whole sequence of facts or events that you then can recite in an exam. You're developing a skill, and students who study languages to A-level will have that skill for life.
Au revoir et on espère vous voir au mois de septembre.